touchdowns. He's been a quarterback's best friend, nearly 1,300 yards receiving on the year. It's the Colts and the Texans, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. From the shotgun, Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Here's Richardson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Alert! Alert! Reload!
Option right. Here's Stroud. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Ready?
Up the middle they go. It's Johnston. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan they try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Stroud now on 1st and 10. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Houston. Jerry Jeudy, 51 yards. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense. My fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
On third down, here's Richardson. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Indy, and even 40 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And the Texans scoop it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Able to power through, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Hey, check that. Check. No.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Ready.
Stroud sets up the play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kwity Paye in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Stroud. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10.
Here we go. 19 strikes. Let's go. Ready.
On first down, Richardson. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Colts have 14-1 now on the year. And they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Richardson out of the shotgun. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 16. That third down conversion good for 23. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check.
And they'll run again. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And Stroud now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and he finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. On 2nd down now. Knowles 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Richardson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Richardson to throw off play action. This pass caught. It's Woods. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Richardson back to throw it. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to move back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Stroud. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Shelton. And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Now a handoff up the middle. Johnston. He'll get this to about the 38.
Alert! Alert!
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 38-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And it's a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. To throw is Richardson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. First and 10, it's Richardson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Colts. Jelani Woods with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Gain of 17 yards. First down, Colts.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown,
A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Texans 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Shelton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Johnston. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
Let's go now.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Richardson going to move him around.
Warriors 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Check smash, Dragon 60. 60 Maverick, on the ball.
Richardson now throwing on 1st down, being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Part of the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this 1st half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnston, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Stroud looking to throw. That'll be caught by St. Brown. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
49-yard line.
Here's Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
65 catch, 65 catch. Ready. Again,
it's Stroud. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud on 3rd down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 36.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got Ayuk once again. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 18. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stroud working out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Come on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Johnston. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Shelton. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Let's go now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Alert.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On second down, it's Stroud. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stroud. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Shelton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off of it. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Stroud now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Reno. Cougar 19.
They'll keep it on the ground. Knowles. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
First down, Indianapolis.
60 Bison. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Richardson looking to throw this. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19 Lions. Ready.
Now Stroud. And my goodness, another interception. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Knowles. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jelani Woods, 32 yards. And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Houston.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Kwity Paye
in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and forever.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Ready up. On the ball, on the ball. Check smash, check smash.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle.
Knowles, 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And the kick is good.